Have you ever wondered what would happen to your body if you didn't eat for 3 days? Well, I decided to give it a go. After extensive research, I decided to attempt a 72-hour water fast. As it had been told, there are many health benefits. During the first stage of fasting, your blood sugar drops. This usually happens within 4 to 8 hours, and then at the 16-hour mark, the fat burning begins. After 18 hours, your body enters something called autophagy, where your body repairs its own cells. I thought it would be interesting to see what benefits I could get from giving this a go. So, here is my experience.
Okay, 62.6 is where we're at.
We've officially started the fast. Now, I've only had 2 iced coffees prior to this, and my last official meal was a yogurt and fruit bowl, which was about 6 hours ago. So, and not like I'm doing this fast for weight purposes, but I just thought it'd be interesting to document that side of things too. Also, I'm gonna just show you my face again. I'm being completely real about everything on here. So, not only is my skin not in a good place right now, this is how I know it is time to do a fast. Because my body tells me, although I did do a mini 45 hours the other day, which felt amazing. It did not feel hard at all. But for some reason now I'm like, I don't know, but I'm just trying to motivate myself. It's going to be interesting. As long as I keep my electrolyte levels topped up, I think that is the main thing to focus on here. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to have a swim now. I just thought I would update you really on how I'm feeling about this fast. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling positive, and I'm excited to do it. I know it's going to be hard because it's always easier said than done. The last fast I did, I fasted for 51 hours and it went pretty well. I just absolutely fell in love with the results, hence why I'm doing this one. But I thought I would take this one to the next level by doing 72 hours. So yeah, the energy levels are okay today. As I say, I woke up very sleepy, but for some reason when I do the fast, that is when I get the most energy. So it's going to be intriguing. Hello, there's Connor. I'm just speaking to Sadika.
You're getting FaceTime to someone.
FaceTime, Sadika. Yeah, so I'll just update you after. So we're just talking like about dating advice.
To be honest, if a guy's been rude on a date, fucking be honest with him afterwards, because or else he's never gonna change on the next date. That's
True.
most men are just they just say things out of pocket, like with no intention behind them, no understanding, no understanding how that would impact.
They can't control themselves.
Yeah, no.
So I'm just over 6 hours currently into my fast. I'm in the anabolic stage, it says. I'm anabolic anyway. From all the meat and eggs I used to eat. But yeah, currently 6 hours. We're aiming for 72 hours. I'm feeling a bit hungry, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be entering ketosis soon. So it's gonna be interesting to see. The energy's not bad, I think, because I had coffees this morning. But the only thing I'm concerned about now is that I'm not going to be able to have my normal iced coffee. I don't like black coffee, so it's going to be very interesting to try and make myself have black coffee, because that is the only thing you can have on this fast. Or I just have my tea and water. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a challenge, and you have to push yourself outside your comfort zone sometimes to see results. So yeah, I'll probably check in just before I go to bed, update you with how I'm feeling, and then we'll take our measurements in the morning and I'll wait and go from there. So it is currently 11:30. I just got back from a Thai massage, which was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty hungry. Now, I think I usually feel not as hungry when I don't set out to do these fasts, and when I just sort of go with the flow and allow these fasts to happen, I find that my willpower is a lot stronger. So when I sort of pre-plan it, even though I've been telling myself for a while, and I have felt ready for this is the only reason why I'm doing it, because my body tells me when I need it. But I think because of that, and I'm aware, I'm hungry, but my willpower has been good. As you probably just saw in the last clip, we went to this food stall with one of my friends, and after the massage, he got his dinner, and I was just looking at it and smelling it, and I was like, oh my God, this looks so good. I want this so bad right now. But yeah, so it's 11:30. I'm going to go to bed in a minute and just drink loads of water. And in the morning, I might have a black coffee, even though I don't really like black coffee, but I feel like it's going to fill the void of the iced coffee that I have and give me caffeine, as I can't have pre-workout because that technically has calories in it. And the same with my electrolyte powder. It has such slight calories, which I don't want to do anything to interrupt this fast this time. So in order to put the electrolytes and the sodium back in my body, I'm going to have pink Himalayan salt. But yeah, right now I'm in the catabolic stage of the fast, which means that the energy from my last meal has been burned and stored energy like glycogen is now being used. So that's interesting. And then at the 24-hour mark, we do go into ketosis. So after 24 hours, my body will go into ketosis, which means the transformation of the fat to ketones would be increasing. And the ketones are an alternative energy source. So it will be interesting to see how I feel. Once your body enters ketosis, your hunger does tend to subside, but again, we'll find out. And yeah, I want to get to 72 hours, and I'm not gonna lie, at this point in time, I don't know if I'm gonna be capable. I know it is all about willpower and stuff like that, and that I just need to persevere and push forward, because it will be such a huge achievement if I can get to 72 hours and food isn't gonna go away. I think that's just the most important thing that you have to remind yourself during a period like this, is the food is going to be there waiting for you after. Like, it's not going anywhere. Everything you want right now, you can have. So yeah, so overall I'm feeling pretty positive about it. But yeah, I'm just going to do a face mask, go to sleep, and then we'll see how we feel. Good morning. It is officially day 2 of the fast, I believe. I've literally just woken up. I'm exhausted. We are 19 hours in, and the stage that we are in is in the fat burning stage. So my body is now relying on burning fat for energy, which is interesting. So yeah, for some reason I overslept. I'm not sure why. Only by like an hour and a half, so it could be worse. But yeah, I mean, looking at me right now, I feel like I don't look like me. My skin, I don't understand what has triggered this skin breakout, because usually my skin never breaks out, and I'm really good at controlling what causes it to break out. But I'm going to be completely real on this vlog. So I'm hoping by tomorrow, like, look at that. Yes, it is my time of the month, or it has been. That plays a huge factor in it. But usually I find it's my diet. When I have excess sugars and things, that's what causes that. But anyway, I'm really debating on having like a black iced coffee, because routine. But yeah, we're going to be entering the ketosis stage in about 5 hours. So that's going to be interesting. For the meantime, I'm going to try and wake up. And yeah, I need to go and do my morning weigh-in before I have any water, because I've just made a tea. I just remembered. Let's go and do our weigh-in, shall we? So I just turned the kettle on to make my tea, and then I looked at the back and it said it's got a calorie in it. And I just googled it, even though it's like 1 calorie per tea bag, and I have 1 tea bag for a whole big teapot. I don't want to risk it, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. To be fair though, although I said my skin has technically broken out, my skin is glowing a lot more than usual. Do you see what I mean? Like my nose. Yeah. Obviously we just all got one. Anyway, bang on 61. We've dropped 1.5 kg already, and I weighed myself in the morning yesterday again before any food or anything like that. So I have followed technically the same principle, even clothes wise, very light clothes. I will probably wear this tomorrow just so that I can stick to the same thing for everything.
Yeah,
So what do you
I've been,
Okay.
you know, with your posture, did anyone tell you how to stand when you were a child?
Yeah.
Me neither. My back sucks.
Okay, I don't understand what's going on in the lobby. Today's gonna be the day, na 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 na, back to you. Water and electrolytes, pink Himalayan salt, because we can't have it. Pre-workout. Oh, I just want iced coffee. Do you know, I'm not even phased about the food. The coffee lady isn't even open yet. Okay, that's fine. That's a sign. Don't do it. What is the time? And drink our electrolytes. Yeah.
Hello everyone. Hi. Love your eyeshadow.
Time to do morning stretches. Time to work after my stretches, and then we're gonna go on a run and a swim, and I'm gonna just document you when I get back. We're mid-run, we've just done 2k. I need the caffeine. I was gonna have a caffeine break, but I've just got a dark roast Americano. Considering I know I don't like coffee, this is gonna be interesting to say the least. I'm just gonna have a walk around now and see what's going on. See if I bump into anyone, not get run over. But yeah, it's gonna be intriguing. Actually, let's sit down for a sec. Okay, let's see. It's not for me, but it's not bad. Considering this is all we can have, I will take it. It gives me some form of effects of coffee. Also, there's literally food everywhere. So the worst time to do a fast, especially in Thailand, because there is just so much food everywhere. But my pen lie, we're nearly 24 hours in. We have 48 more hours to go. I just finished a near enough 4-kilometre run. I can't even talk. 4k run. I got a iced Americano, I believe. It was quite nice. It was better than the one I'd had previous. But yeah, this is how I thought I would do a physique check. This is physique post-run, morning 2. Of course, this is after a coffee and a run and lots of water. But overall, I'm feeling good. Considering I've just done 4k, the pace was around my normal mark. I've been bringing it a lot down recently. I also, wow, that's great. I did some tanning. That's why, another reason why I love living in Thailand, you know, because you're literally out running, getting a tan. It's 31 degrees, would you believe it? And then yeah, side. Crazy to think I have got 2 more days of this, but my Ben and I gonna go on a swim. I am currently 21 hours into the fast, and to be fair, I feel good. I feel strong, I feel energized. We've completed our run. It's time now to do a swim and top up my tan a little bit, and then we're going to work and get a few things done. But yeah, overall, this social media detox paired with 2 fasts, like my brain has just never been in this place before, and it just feels absolutely fantastic, and I'm feeling so grateful for my life. Things like this is why I moved to Thailand, realistically, just to have a slower pace of life. The fact that I'm able to just wake up and go for a swim as part of my morning routine is incredible to me. Swim outside, the weather, it's like 31 degrees, it's just amazing. So yeah, feeling very lucky. But time for swimming now. Didn't. Oh god. So I accidentally just sent a text to someone who I wasn't supposed to send a text to, because for some reason it come up on my watch, which is very confusing. Why, out of all people, that's the worst person for that message to be sent to. For God's sake, it's fine. I'm not gonna let it ruin my mood. I'm currently 28 hours into my fast now. It is very tough. I'm feeling very hungry, I'm not gonna lie. But I know that I'm still in the fat burning stage. As soon as I get into the next phase, perhaps within the next 12 hours, I will feel a bit more energized. To be fair, my energy levels are okay. I've just been working. I've had 3 of these today, just ice Americanos. No sugar, no milk, so yeah, it's very interesting. But earlier I literally felt so fatigued, all I wanted to do was sleep, and I was so close to having a nap, and I was like, no, I can't, I need to get on with things. So yeah, as optimistic as I want to be, of course I want to aim for 72, but maybe we're gonna get to 52, I don't know. Because on my last one, I did 51 hours, so I would like to break my personal record, because as I said earlier, it is all mind over matter. So it's going to be interesting to see, but yeah, we're still going. As long as I get through this evening and we get to 2 p.m. tomorrow, it would have been 48 hours. And yeah, if I can get to even tomorrow night at like 7 p.m, what's the time now? Yeah, it's nearly 7 p.m, so even if I can get another 24 hours in, then I'll be really happy with that. But yeah, I'll just update you when I'm home. And again, I know that after the fasts, the way I feel and how my brain works and how much my energy levels do increase and my brain fog disappears, I know it's all worth it. It's just trying to remind myself now of that feeling, so I know that it is all going to be worth it and that I can do it. It's just these feelings of hunger will subside, nothing's bad's gonna happen, it's okay, and my body is effectively healing and repairing itself. So yeah. So we just had a sudden surge of energy. What have you got to say about it?
I feel fantastic.
It's my presence is giving them energy.
Not really, no.
No, it is.
Not
It is
really.
mine.
It's because the famous boxers here now.
I'm full of nicotine and coffee and water. And it's been fantastic so far. We are almost 30 hours in.
We are. How many?
Yeah,
So
29 hours, 30 minutes.
yeah, bang on.
So if we did it, you probably can do it. I mean, I don't know if you can do
Yes.
it, but if we did it, you can do it.
But we're not giving any advice. As I mentioned at the beginning of
No
this video, we are not recommending that you do this. Please seek a healthcare
I mean, we
professional
do-
if
wait,
this is something you're planning on doing.
I'm sorry, we do recommend it for
Yeah.
specific reasons though, not for
Not for
weight
weight loss, no.
That's a bullshit. That's not sustainable.
So we are officially in ketosis now.
And we are skinnier, yes, we are.
We are currently in ketosis, so the transformation of fat to ketones is increasing, and ketones are an alternative energy source. So after 72-hour mark, you get into deep ketosis, but as I mentioned,
What does ketosis mean?
what does
For
ketosis
the average
mean?
viewer who
So that is a very good question, Connor. What is ketosis? So ketosis is a metabolic state characterized by raised levels of the ketone bodies in the body tissues, which is typically pathological in conditions such as diabetes or maybe the consequence of a diet that is very low in carbohydrates. So what happens when you actually are in ketosis, like we are now, our body burns fat instead of the glucose stores for energy. So we've entered a metabolic state, which is called ketosis, and in this state our body is currently breaking down the fat molecules called ketones. So ketones serve as an alternative energy source. So instead of using our glucose stores, we are currently using the ketones. So this is where it's going to start getting interesting. We're going to observe our energy levels, aren't we?
We did run today.
Yeah.
We did work. We did everything that we had to do.
Yeah, we've cracked on as normal. I might go and train some legs later, depends on how I'm feeling, but the only thing is I don't want to participate in too much strenuous activity.
Yeah, like the energy is still high.
That's it, you can't come round tonight, Connor.
We still have
That was
energy. We
smart.
have to say we still have energy.
Yes,
But
chai.
Do we feel hungry? Yes, we do. Of course.
Chai.
Chai.
Chai, shan hu.
You're both gonna shred now. If you're in ketosis.
Well, this is the
If
prime
you go for a run
state.
again tomorrow, like, yeah.
That's the
I
plan.
guess we
Gonna
can.
run, swim. I swam as well today. I
That's how much
swam.
fat
I
you're
run.
gonna lose. You're gonna shred fat if you go again.
Exactly. This is the primal state to do exercise. If you want to burn more calories,
Yeah.
right, this is now the time.
Have a different age. So I'm 37.
Yes, that's a very
and
good
She is
point.
22.
Yeah.
And the level of energy is quite similar. Like we do have a lot of energy
Yeah.
still, despite
And
the
can-
age. So
Despite
it's
the
something
age,
that you
despite
can
our
do.
lifestyles, yeah.
I personally done it just because I do have a massive inflammation in my legs, and doing fasting will help me with inflammation based on our research. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully, let's see how it goes. So that's the main
Yeah.
goal for me, the main reason for me. But yeah, despite
Yeah.
the age, is something that you can do no matter.
Yeah,
no matter
exactly. That is when your body starts repairing itself and using its own cells, and basically starts a whole healing process in your body, which, based on some scientific research, can reduce the inflammation in your body if that is something that you suffer with. So hence why Samia wanted to do this, because she wanted to see and find out if it's going to work, if her inflammation will be reduced. So
Yeah.
we're still factoring in, still doing our daily routine, still doing our usual exercise. So
we do have to say something though. If you do it, I believe that it would work if I wouldn't, walk or run. I did run
Yeah.
anyway. I did work anyway.
It would probably
because I need
speed
to
it
move my
up.
body. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's that we're gonna see how it goes.
we're
tomorrow.
gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see how we feel. We'll do our check-ins again tomorrow. But it's nice, I think, that we've got each other supporting each other on this journey.
Yeah, 100%. If you can find someone to support
To-
you,
to do
that's
it
even
with.
better.
Yeah, I want
But you
massively.
can do it alone. You can, keep yourself accountable. If you start a challenge, if you start something for yourself, just do it. Just finish.
Yeah. It's like a mental test to yourself on having this self-discipline, which is what I struggle with the most. So, yeah, aside from the food, that's good. So we are currently in the autophagy stage, and that is where our bodies are now processing and reusing old and damaged cell parts. Our cells are the basic building blocks of every tissues in our body, so each cell contains multiple parts that keep it functioning. Over time, these parts can become defective or stop working. Of course, you can get inflammation. Autophagy is your body's cellular recycling system, and it allows a cell to disassemble its junk parts and repurpose the salvageable bits into pieces into new usable cell parts. A cell can discard the parts that it doesn't need. Autophagy is also quality control for your cells. Too many junk components in a cell can actually take up space and slow and prevent a cell from functioning correctly. So autophagy remakes the clutter into the selected cell components that you need, optimizing your cell's performance. So yeah, it's very interesting that our body is in this stage now. So basically, we are clearing out any of the cells that might not be working as good and not exactly where they need to be. So the healing process for any damaged parts in our body has definitely increased by this point. I think I mentioned in this video, I'm not entirely too sure, but my wisdom teeth, there's a plane, it's so loud. My wisdom teeth are actually coming through, I believe, for like the past 3 weeks, and I have been in a lot of pain, especially on the left side of my mouth, and I don't know if you can see, but like the left side of my face is quite slightly swollen. Bless you. So yeah, I'm hoping that the autophagy will definitely help with my inflammation, as I'm not really a type of person to want to take any medication like paracetamol, ibuprofen, just because I like to try and do things in a natural way if I can. But yeah, to be fair, my pain is still there. It's subsided slightly, so it's going to be interesting to say the least. That's all I keep saying about this whole thing, is it's going to be interesting. But I think when I've done my previous fasts, I've had maybe some slight calorie intakes without actually acknowledging it. So perhaps it wasn't a full fast like I actually thought it would be. So this technically is my first proper fast with 0 calories whatsoever and just black coffee and water. So yeah, as I say, as long as I can get to 48 hours and then push through to, I'm going to set a goal, 55 hours, I would have allowed enough time for autophagy to happen within my body, within my cells, and yeah, we're going to go from there, so it's going to be interesting. Good evening. We are currently 35 hours into our fast. I thought I would just give you an update, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty exhausted. It is very late. I've spent the whole evening working and editing a YouTube video. I've just had a shower and I'm just gonna do some journaling, some reflection. I need to edit my podcast, but I'm gonna see how I feel. I might just have to do that tomorrow. It's been a hectic day. It's been good. We've been productive still. I'm proud of myself for running and swimming. I didn't get to the gym to train legs, which I wanted to do, but realistically, I'm like, Sophia, you're doing more than enough. Like, just chill, you know? Because I don't want to overdo it, because I'm really starting to feel the fatigue now, but my pen lie. So yeah, I'm going to allow my body to sleep. Because I didn't have a nap today, I will probably wake up a lot later than I usually do, so I'm probably going to wake up around 9 or 10, and although I don't like doing that, I don't know what I'm doing here, although I don't like doing that, I know that my body needs it, and like, if I went to bed at 10 p.m, I could wake up at 7, but because it is literally 1 a.m, it is very late, and yeah, I'm just, in my head, I'm thinking about all the foods I'm going to eat after my fast, which I know isn't the right thing to think about, because I'm going to have to ease myself into it with a fruit bowl anyway, and yogurt and low carbohydrate foods. So to be fair, I'm thinking, maybe, I'm just rambling at this point, but I thought I'd be completely real with you all. Like, you can even hear it in my voice, I do feel exhausted, like my body physically feels like a bit weird and shaky. But again, I know I'm going to come out of this feeling 10 times better, so I'm just pushing through. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Let's be real, like, I'm fully deeping it right now. But yeah, to be fair, like, it's literally fine. I know I'm going to wake up in the morning and get a good sleep, and I'm going to be over 40 hours in. It's like Christmas. So yeah, I've changed the setting on my app to go to 51 hours. So that should be interesting. And that brings me to 5 p.m. tomorrow. So yeah, if not, I'm going to do 48 hours. To be fair, I might just do 48 hours for this fast, and then my next fast, next month, 72 hours, just to ease myself into it. But yeah, I mean, 2 whole days with no food. I mean, realistically, like, if you want to get technical, in 1 hour's time, it would have been 48 hours for me of actual solid food, because I did mess up a bit. At like 2 a.m. on Saturday night, Sunday morning, I had a yogurt bowl with fruit. And that technically was my last solid food, which I should have had a proper meal before my fast, like fruit or at least a soup or something, but I didn't because I was just so eager to get into it. It was like, yeah, the sooner we start, the sooner it's finished, which isn't the right mindset, don't get me wrong. But yeah, and then I had iced coffee, I think around whenever I started this at like 2:30. So if you wasn't to count those calories, then yeah, it would have been 48 hours in literally an hour's time, and I would have wake up with over 50 hours. Which, why did I have them coffees? Like, Sophia, you could have avoided this, but it's fine. I pen right. If I had £1 for every time I said that. But yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I think it's such a good angle, isn't it? Such a nice face mask. So yeah, as you can see, I've got a face mask on. I'm just chilling. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up. I'm still gonna go for a swim, and then I'm actually gonna get to the gym tomorrow. I'm gonna do some sprint intervals after I've stretched in the morning. Yeah, probably get an iced espresso, and then probably gonna wake up around 10. Like, let's be real, I need the rest. Wake up around 10, do my stretching is the plan. 15-minute sprint intervals, go straight in the pool, have a sunbathe, and I want to swim for at least 30 minutes tomorrow. That's what I want my main source of cardio to be. But bear in mind, because I walk to my favourite coffee shop, like I think I said earlier in this video, you'll see how much cardio I actually end up doing and how many steps I do, which is quite a lot every day, which is really good. And that's why I literally chose to live in this area, because I could walk everywhere. It's like a commitment I made to myself. So yeah, so that's good. And every night I do actually sleep with a waist trainer on. I've done this for like the past 3 or 4 months now, just because I find it helps my loose skin from my weight loss. Good night. Good morning. Good morning. It's like gone 11 o'clock, right? Hear me out. So I woke up at like 6 a.m. I'm really struggling to speak because I feel really nauseous, like extremely nauseous, to the point where I'm like, I can't even hold a conversation, right? I've been up for a few hours. I got up at 6 because I figured we had a power cut, and I was absolutely sweating because I live in Thailand and it's really hot. So I decided to open the door. So my door on my balcony has been open all morning, and yeah, I was awake probably until like 7, but I just felt exhausted, so I was like, I'm gonna sleep for a bit longer. And now I've woken up feeling so fatigued, and yeah, I just don't feel good. I'm really trying to remain positive here, like fully. And yeah, like I even had my water here last night, this morning even. I have just ordered loads of food. Not loads, but I've just ordered food, okay? And now the reason being is because I was like, okay, it's good my body's having this sickness, right? Because it shows that all my cells are being cleansed out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, if I physically cannot function feeling this way, like, this is not good. So I've ordered a smoothie bowl. I know you're not really meant to have carbs, but they just look so good. A smoothie bowl, some potatoes, potato salad. I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. Like, I could probably not eat. If I didn't feel sick, I wouldn't be so bothered. But yeah, because I genuinely have... I genuinely have so much stuff I want to get done today, and I can't do that if I feel unwell. Does that make sense? So yeah, I'm going to show you What lovely day it is. Ignore my washing. But wow. I want to go to the pool, but the sun always takes ages to come around. And I wanted to do sprints, but like, I truly have understood the true meaning and the importance of your food when you're training. And the food is so important to keep you fueled and energized. Now time for our final weigh-in. Wow. 59.4. Are you kidding? This is our last check-in. I feel unwell, but there's like a solid line. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I feel like a bit guilty to myself. I'm a bit guilty to myself, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I need to go for a swim and stuff. I know it's gonna give me energy if I have something. Okay, we're 15 minutes or 46 hours. But as I said, technically, well, actually it has been 46 hours, but technically it's been 57 hours since I last had a meal. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put a very heavy disclaimer on the front of this video and at the beginning, because the way it can start altering your relationships with food and like give you misconceptions of how to view things is very bad. Okay. I did not hold back. Okay. Let's go. Wow, first meal in whatever time I just said. I don't remember, 50 something hours. Wow. Forgot to bring my microphone, but the energy is good. Like, after eating and stuff, I was a bit bloated, but now, to be fair, my energy levels have increased, my bloating has subsided, and yeah, we're having a good gym session. We're training legs. I've just done 5 sets of RDLs, and I thought I would just bring you along for a little session and show you, because I'm attempting to get PR, so let's see, 60 pounds per week, so. That counts. So it's currently 7 PM of the day that I've broken my fast, and I feel good. Overall, I feel good. I've eaten quite a fair bit, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't feel full at all, which is quite bizarre for me, but then I'm reminding myself that it's probably because I didn't eat for like 3 days. But yeah, I don't know if you can see, so I have no makeup on. My skin is still very flared. Yeah, there's a lot of breakouts on my skin. Yeah, that's a better view. So I think this is something completely different. It cannot be diet related. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to trial a few things and see what has caused this type of flare up. Because as I say, usually my skin is really good. It might be time for a facial, who knows. But can you see whilst I'm talking? Can you see this? That, my friends, and can you see this? That is definition from my face. So all of my bloating, yeah, all of my like inflammation in my face, the bloating, just I think the excess water retention in my face, all of that has disappeared. Same with my collarbones. Now, as I say, I have eaten. This is what the stomach's looking like. We are definitely bloated. We've got our blue skin. But yeah, really, I just wanted to jump on and say what an experience it's been sticking to it for this long. I would like to say I am slightly disappointed I didn't do longer, but I knew I had to listen to my body with how I was feeling, so nauseous and just exhausted, and then the lack of sleep really didn't help. It was the best thing to end the fast. A few things which I wanted to mention, which I've definitely taken away from this experience, is to make sure you have a good meal before your fast. Don't make the same mistake I did and just jump into it and have a couple of iced coffees, because that is not going to prep your body correctly. Now, I already knew this, but as I said, I was just so eager. So, yeah, if I was to do, I definitely will do another fast in the future when my body tells me it's time, whether that's 3 months, 6 months, who knows. But, yeah, so next time, it's nice to know that a few things I took away from this was to prep my body correctly. Don't overdo it with the exercise. Yes, you can stick to your normal routine, but don't be too strenuous with the activities that you're doing, and to just keep a positive mindset all along. And I think I mentioned previously that it's really bizarre, and I spoke to one of my friends about this who fasts quite often, and he even agreed with me, and we both said how when you set out to do a fast, that's when it feels 10 times harder. But when you just sort of slip into a fast naturally because you're so busy, and then you might not eat, and then you realise 3/4 of the day's gone, and then it's like, okay, well, I can fast till tomorrow, and then it's been an easy 24 hours, and, you know, before you know it, like, you've completed 2 days. So, yeah, whereas this one felt so dragged out and so long. So I think definitely next time I'm just gonna allow my body to do it naturally. Maybe because I was documenting it, I don't know. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, of course, please subscribe and leave a thumbs up, and leave a comment below if you've ever done a fast before, your best fasting tips, and what you thought. But as I say, I'm not a healthcare professional. I haven't given any advice in this video. I'm not telling you to go and do something like this, but really I just wanted to share my experience of this whole fast and just give you an insight to my life and me doing it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.